Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute, it's been a while, I've missed you, I hope you've missed me too. So this is a reading I've been thinking about doing for a little while now. It is what does my inner child, I don't know if I'm phrasing this right, it's basically about your inner child and what does your inner child need or want. Okay, so the inner child is the part of you that is forever innocent, forever young, forever loving, unconditional love. That is your inner child. And unfortunately in this world, in this realm and reality, a lot of us lose touch with our inner child. It's always there, it's always part of us, but a lot of us actually lose touch with that. Now when you're younger, you may have a dream or ambition that you put to the side because it doesn't seem very realistic, and that actually may be a way of always staying in contact with your inner child, and that was your inner child's dream or ambition to live out, and that ultimately brings you closer to the divine. Your inner child is always God's child, if that makes sense, or the universe's child, or whoever. So I dream of a world where, because this might sound really cheesy, but I really dream of a world where every child has everything Venetian. In that, Venus rules money, Venus rules food, Venus rules love, okay? So every child should be able to give and receive money, love, have enough to sustain themselves, food, you know, just enjoy beautiful quality things, and you know, being an adult doesn't make you an exception to that rule because you still have your inner child. So this is my little way of maybe, you know, I don't know, contributing to that dream. So pick a pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. So pile number 1 we have Morganite, this lovely Morganite crystal. It looks like rose quartz. Pile number 2 we have Fuchite. Pile number 3 we have a Milky quartz. Okay, so if you want to pause the video here and just tune in and pick your pile. Okay, so I'm going to get straight onto pile number 1. As always guys, I shuffle, but I do not look at the cards, okay? I've seen one card, but I don't know if it's in these piles. It was just like popping out at me when I was shuffling. Also, I am open to do personal readings again, so if you want to book in with me during December or for January, just send me an email and I will get back to you. Okay, so just trying to remember what I did with the cards. So this is your inner child. This is your inner child, what your inner child, how your inner child expresses itself. I feel like your inner child's kind of tantrumy. I know, yeah, I'm going to go into the crystal as well because we get an intuitive message from the crystal. So you've got Venus here. This crystal, when it was prescribed to me, because somebody actually prescribed this crystal for me, she's a lovely lady. But anyway, when this crystal was prescribed to me, she said it's like rose quartz on steroids, and I really have to agree with that. So Morganite is it resonates with the heart chakra. I'm just having a little read as well, and I'll tell you about my own personal experience using it. It resonates with the heart chakra. It keeps you in touch with your heart. Now, like I said, I feel like your inner child, it's not that they're not happy, but yeah, it's like they've changed, you've changed, okay? This person you may have lost people around you as well, okay? So people may have physically passed on from your life, or you may have just had a lot of endings and beginnings in your life, okay? Somehow I want to say that something that somebody done wasn't accounted for. That person never paid for whatever it was that was done to you, whether that's a broken heart or some sort of abuse as a child or an abuse as an adult. I feel as though your inner child's kind of angry. It's like they feel there was an injustice, and I feel like it's almost like you're angry at yourself, like your inner child, not angry with you, but kind of, yeah, because it's like you're ignoring your anger, you're ignoring your own pain. For some of you, obviously, if it resonates, it resonates. If it don't, pick another pile. But yeah, it's like you're ignoring me. That's what I'm getting. You keep ignoring me, and you may have these flares of temper that come out of nowhere for you, and that's actually your inner child trying to burst through, because your inner child's just been hushed up for so long. Like, you've really ignored it. It's almost like inner child may even feel like it's dead to you, you know. It's not dead to you. The inner child is never dead to you. That is not a possibility. But it wants to be reborn. It wants to be it wants you, it is you, it wants you to experience its energy in the here and now as an adult, like live through your inner child. So with the Morganite crystal, this is showing me that you need some deep heart chakra healing. And like I said, your inner child is what truly connects you to the divine. So it's like you really need to reconnect with your heart. So this would be a great crystal for you guys. I'd love to sell it to you, but I know that a lot of my subscribers are in America, and I know the shipping costs and stuff would be ridiculous. But if you can, anywhere, anyhow, get your hands on a piece of Morganite. You know, I am going to start selling crystals again, but I'm just going to figure out what's the most what's the best alternative for, you know, my subscribers. But just get your hands on a piece of this. This little piece cost me £7.50, so it's not the cheapest, but if you get a little piece like this, I put them in my bra, and I did that with a piece of rose quartz for like a few days, and the amazing heart chakra breakthrough I had, you know. So I'd really advise you guys to do that. So it's going to bring a lot of love into your life, and there may even be like a lack of love for life as well. And it's the higher, it's that unconditional love, okay? Because I'm getting again that it's something that was done to you that you're having a hard time forgiving. So it's like, and your inner child is unconditional love. So your inner child may be like, but how do I put this? Like, not so hateful towards the person who did you wrong. And it's like, shut up. No. you've shut up your inner child, because it's you know, unconditional divine love sort of thing. So sorry, just having a little look. Okay, so this can really connect you with the angelic realm as well. So angels around you. Yeah, sorry, I just feel as though I've kind of got my message from it. It will help you to bring like angels around you, or like I said, just reconnect with universe, with source, with the divine, with God, with whatever it is that you consider to be God. So your inner child's message is that it needs reviving. It is really, you know, really feeling down and out. It needs a new start. It needs something to be passionate about. Your life may be feeling really lackluster. You may feel that you don't have anything that you're actually really excited about, and you're just going through the motions. Look, these are coming back to life from the dead. I don't know if you can see it because the lighting's really poor, but literal children. So, you know, you may, your inner child wants to be revived. I keep getting that it's something to do with something that happened to you when you was younger, maybe a family situation, starting a new life, finding a purpose, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. So inner child wants to let go of those things, let go of any anger or hatred, give it over to the source, give it over to the angels, give it over to your inner child. It can be as simple as, angels, I'm tired of feeling this way. Please take this, name whatever it is, and give it over to source to be healed for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let go now. You've given it away. You don't have to carry that with you anymore. So it can be anything as simple as that. And then a gift of passion, opportunity and inspiration, the chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. So your inner child's looking for a way out. You know, you're a firecracker. Whoever this is Scorpio energy. And this is fire energy, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. But they always say if Scorpio is going to be any other sign, it would be a fire sign. So I just feel, and I feel as though, you know, think about it like this. What does fire do to water? It boils it. So you could be a very, very emotional person and be struggling to really feel anything other than anger. It's not because you're incapable of it, it's because you get so much emotion and it just gets kind of boiled up. You may not be expressing yourself, and as I said, you're not expressing your inner child at the moment. Three of Pentacles here in reverse. So am I reading reversals? Apparently I am. Oh, what are you doing? What you're doing is not working, okay? So sorry. It's like you may be unable to work together with people. For some of you, you may have been in a third party situation, or there was a situation that involved two people. It could have been your two other people. It could have been your parents. Something that was done to you. Again, that's what I'm getting here. Three of Pentacles. You wasn't recognized in some way. Maybe you was not really appreciated as a child, or maybe you wasn't really appreciated in your past relationships, and now you're in a situation where you're putting yourself out there and getting recognition, but it's not really satisfying you. It's making your inner child angry, if that makes sense. I don't know, because it's kind of false. And I feel like you may be surrounding yourself with a lot of people that actually don't really care about you. They don't want to work with you or really support you. I'm getting that you may have a lot of haters, okay? Everyone has haters, but I'm getting that you may have a lot of false friends as well. You've been on a journey and you've been through some stuff. So some people may know that about you, that, you know, in your past that you went through some adverse situations and overcame them. But I still feel as though there's people around you that can't really be trusted, but at the same time you have made it out. You know, you've done really well, and I feel that, like, that spirit, because fire energy is spirit, that is your spirit that is, you know, guiding you through. Obviously your thingy card was Venus, but I wonder if some of you have Mars Pluto in your natal chart, or Pluto Venus or something like that. I've got a Mars Pluto aspect, and it's known as the fighter aspect. They actually find it in a lot of serial killers and people who have died at the hands of serial killers. They actually find it a lot in their natal charts, because it gives you an intense anger and an intense rage, but also an intense will to survive. So people who narrowly miss death or have really scary life-changing circumstances often have Mars Pluto, because it comes in extreme, okay? Extremes. It's never anything easy. So yeah, you may be struggling to work together with other people at the moment and going towards your own success, okay? It's like you in the past have wanted to invest your time, energy and effort into other people, and that could not even have to be financially, but it could actually be meaning like working for somebody or working with them, and investing your days, you know, currency, your energy. That is the real financial, you know, that's what we're all really paying and playing for. So yeah, so right now you are heading towards success. Shower of abundance. So your advice to heal your inner child is shower of abundance. To heal your financial situation, first give us your worries concerning money. We will guide you in order to show you how to create and accept abundance. As we work together, your financial situation will heal as fast as you allow. Also, just wanted to say, you can pretty much do it on your own. What you've been doing hasn't been working for you, okay? Be aware. I don't think you're a fool. Not like I think anyone's a fool, but I don't think you're foolish enough to believe that the people who are your haters are really your friends. I feel like you do know that about them, and you're coming to a place where you're learning to forgive, okay? You're learning to forgive. Sorry, it's like there's a message, but I'm trying to understand it, and it's, yeah, but I'm just seeing a lot of purple, okay? So, and the message of forgiveness is coming up for you guys a lot. This is also not only the heart chakra, but the third eye chakra as well. So the divine is sending you a message here of forgiveness. It's like a deep intellectual message, and I feel like it will unlock a new level of abundance in your life. There's a new project that you really should start, and I feel like you should go it alone, okay? Go it alone, because it will work out for you. That is what your inner child wants you to do. Yeah, so I feel as though once you go into this new project, I feel you're going to make a lot of money. And not dealing with other people and their energies and their BS is going to help you to only feel and think positively about your financial situation. Remember, if you find a penny on the ground, treat it like it's £1 million. Be as happy for that penny as you would be for £1 million, because the angels only see, well, colours, but they see people, but they only pick up on what you're feeling. So if you find a penny and you're happy, they'll keep sending you more money. If you find a penny and you're like, oh, it's only a penny, they pick up on the sadness and they'll try and stop that. Okay, so remember that. Keep an open mind. What is your inner child helping you to attract in love? People that are different from you, people that are different from what you've known before. It's like your inner child has I don't want to say grown, but it's like had a metamorphosis. Okay, the things that used to light you up or light up your inner child are not necessarily things that light it up still. So I see you attracting different people, and these people are here to help you grow. Look, the trees here, they're here to help you grow that big love that you have inside of you. So definitely be open to experiencing relationships with these people, because you could find yourself so deeply in love with somebody that you'd never ever think you would be, which is really, really interesting. So these people are here not to be rejected, they're here to be loved, and in this you'll love all the parts of yourself, that you may have been rejecting previously. You will now learn to love and accept. Okay, so Venus, love, and the 4th house. So this is what's going to help you. This is your most beneficial energy that's going to take you there. So it could be that you're working on your, I don't know, career. I feel like this is your day-to-day career, job, whatever it is. This new project, it could be a hobby that you start, but I feel like it's gonna end up bringing you in money in some way, shape or form. And you meet this person, keep an open mind, okay? Because this person's here for a reason. They are going to help you heal your inner child. And I feel like this person will bring stability as well. You may really nurture one another. So love is definitely there for you, and it is a big supporting factor in what your inner child needs. And your message from your inner child is, my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. So again, this does come with the message of you've been through something. It doesn't have to be, you know, childhood abuse. It doesn't have to be anything like that, but it could just be a really bad broken heart, or you know, but whatever it was kind of rocked you or shocked you. And your roots, it's like you can never lift up your roots, but like I keep saying, like the connection to source and the divine, the roots are kind of like that, you know. So it's kind of affected that, but love is definitely here from you. The angels are definitely supporting and guiding your journey, and you're going to be making money as well, so that's great. So hope you've enjoyed that pile 1, hope that resonated with you, and we are going to be picking pile number 2, Fuchite. Okay, so I'm not editing because you guys know who's got the time, really? Who's got the time for editing? Just quickly, I need to remember the meaning of this. If I remember, this is about pulling out deep inner pain or something. Maybe it's about the things that you don't want to talk about, the things that you can't even bring yourself to say. Like, did you hear how my voice just broke? It's that sort of thing. Again, this is a heart chakra stone because it is green. It's actually a mica. Interesting. Oh, remember what I just said? Something about you know, you can't even bring yourself to say it, and we've got air communication, but it's in reverse, so that makes sense. So it definitely has strong healing properties. It's good for relaxation, creativity, positive thoughts. Now, for some of you, what you can't bring yourself to say may be good to express it in some sort of creative outlet. I don't know if you write or sing or something like that, but that could be a good way to express that. It's really good for meditation as well. Yeah, it resonates with the heart chakra. Sorry, I'm just... It can really help you on your spiritual journey. And again, it's a real stone of creativity. So go out and get it. It's quite cheap as well. I paid £1.50 for this piece. So yes, go out and get this because it will help you to express yourself. It will help you to express yourself, and I feel like it will also remind you of, you know, the infinite sources, the divine, Allah, God, whoever you want to call it, their love for you, and, you know, the angelic help that they have around us all the time. So who's your inner child? King of Ariel and Six of Michael. I want to say your inner child has always pretended to be a grown-up. That sounds silly, but yeah, like your inner child is mature. I feel like you've done a lot of learning on your journey, a lot of learning. I feel as though as well your inner child may feel a bit bored, or it's like you have to be very grown up, or you've got a lot of responsibilities on you. Your inner child is also looking for stability and fun and luxury, and I feel like it wants all those Venetian things that I was talking about. Your inner child may really flourish when you're experiencing professional success. So, you know, your career, that when people say, oh, what am I meant to do, most people think it's career wise, because obviously it's what you do every day. But this, whoever picked this reading, your inner child really does flourish with like career orientated things and setting goals. I do feel as though, you know, your temperament's quite good. The temperament of your inner child is quite good, and you're quite a sturdy like person, quite a sturdy emotional nature, and you can, like I said, you can handle situations with like maturity and clarity. And I feel like your inner child's so good at helping you move on from situations that may not be right for you, or helping you get over turbulent times. If you feel emotion, but it's that you don't speak about it again. Yeah, if you feel emotional, you may never voice it, you may never express that, you may just move on and kind of just keep it going. So your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success, using resources wisely. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocate or travel. So this is what your inner child wants you to do. Your inner child's looking for some adventure. There's a situation that hasn't worked out the way you may have wanted it to. Or it may just be a lot of ups and downs. You know, you could be dealing with very emotional people, people who you can't really speak to, because if you have that, you know, let's get real reality conversation with them, they turn into all wobbly and don't know how to handle themselves, and they're just really crazily overly emotional. So you're being told to just move on from that and move on from that situation. The only word you may need to say is bye. You may not even need to have that conversation, because you are very mature. Like, obviously that sounds weird, how can your inner child be mature? But I don't know, it's like you are very mature and you're understanding, and I feel like you're generous as well. You naturally know how to pull in a lot of abundance towards you, and I feel like you actually share that information with people, or you try and live as an example and show them that, which is amazing. And that's a new affirmation that I've been using. You know, when you are living abundantly and, you know, prosperously, maybe not preaching, but just, you know, showing people or just living it, you're a testimony to infinite sources, infinite abundance. You are the real deal. You're walking it and you're talking it, and then people, you're an example, you know. So I feel like that's who you are, and that's who your inner child is. And I feel like you have quite a grounded connection with your inner child. I do feel like you are actually quite in touch with your inner child. But there's a situation that you need to move on from, or your inner child wants you to move on from, because it's not, it's almost going to set your inner child back, set you back, and pull you into a situation that's just not grounded, not abundant, and just so wishy-washy. That's what I'm getting. So the Lovers card and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So the Lovers card talks of making a choice upright, and the Four of Pentacles talks of holding on. In reverse, these are showing that you may be having a lot of love options, a lot of people coming your way, but you are not letting them in at all. So Gemini, what's this? We've got 2 earth signs here, Capricorn, Virgo, what's the Taurus, and air signs as well, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I feel as though, yeah, right now you're not letting them in. It's like you're scared to give anything away. Even if you really like somebody, they wouldn't even know. You don't give much away. And this could be because of past hurts, you know, with the Lovers card here in reverse. But actually, honey, look, this connection, this union between the masculine and the feminine, this choice that they have to love each other, actually connects them even more to the divine. So you look like a bit of a lone wolf, just being honest. And you need to be, you've got stuff to give. You know, Four of Pentacles, you have things to give. Alright, Four of Pentacles upright is about saving, yeah, but in reverse it would suggest no savings. But it's like, I feel like you're not giving love because you feel that you don't have anything to give. You feel like, if I give this person love, what will I have for myself, and that kind of thing. And that's not true at all. So we're going to turn those right round, okay? You may be about to meet somebody who's going to offer to you. This person's going to be slow to open up, as will you be, but you will be able to open up to them because they are stable. They are the real deal with the Four of Pentacles and the Lovers card here. So, ooh, divine love, loving it. So your advice is to reward yourself to help heal your inner child. You've been giving a lot of yourself lately, and it's time for you to receive. Make the time to reward yourself in a meaningful way. This balance of giving and receiving is essential to keeping your energy, mood and motivation at a constant high level. Now, did you hear what I said? Giving. I've said that a lot during your reading. You are an example. You like to give to other people. You are generous, but there's a situation you've been given to, and your inner child needs you to move on from that. Because, and I don't feel like, for some of you it is romantic, but for a lot of you I do feel like it's a career related situation. So this may be moving on from a job, this could be moving on from, you know, a business partner, it could be moving on from family. So, you know, certain family dynamics. I'm not saying like leave your family, and it could be a partner as well. And because of how it's gone, you've given to things that you love in romantic relationships. But again, it could be work related. I feel like whatever this was, it was kind of the last straw for you. Alright, I'm going to give to this. It hasn't worked out in relationships. I'm going to give to my career now. Try and form career relationships, and the people you're dealing with are fucking unreliable, emotionally, I don't want to say emotionally immature. Basically, you're dealing with emotionally immature people, and yeah, so don't let that stop you back and think, oh, it hasn't worked in love, it hasn't worked in career. No, you're going on to something that's going to be a lot better for you. Look at the calm waters, okay? They're both in touch with their emotions. Look at the calm waters and the good times that they're having. So I do feel as though, even though those came upright, what's coming up for you is the up. They came in reverse, but what's coming up, that's where you are, but what's coming up for you is the upright. situation, okay? So I feel like you'll have some savings and stuff as well, and you're being told to reward yourself. Now that doesn't have to mean spending loads of money. It could just be a nice relaxing bath, reading that book that you've been wanting to read, watching your favorite TV show, making little cookies or something for yourself, or yeah, a face mask or whatever it is, okay? So honeymoon, this is what your inner child is attracting to you in love relationships, enjoying the bliss of holiday time together. So this can signify, you know, inner child. Again, we've got 2 cards of moving on here. So you could meet somebody in a different destination. You can meet them overseas as well. I feel like your inner child wants you to travel for some reason. I really, really do. Don't know why, but your inner child wants you to travel. And again, your inner child is that link to the divine. Angels are, you know, beings of the divine. They do the divine's work. So the divine wants you to travel, okay? There's something there, and I feel because this card's come up for a lot of you, if you're not in a relationship, you could be meeting somebody overseas. I'm getting Rome, maybe Italy, like those kind of places. But for some of you, you know, it just is talking about taking a holiday with your partner, or just enjoying, you know, those really sweet moments. You know, they say the honeymoon stage in a relationship, like really enjoying those moments when someone's really like loving on you and you're really loving on them, and it's just really sweet. Yeah, so for some of you as well, for the ladies, I'm getting something about a husband, okay? But it will be slow to happen, but I think you're okay with going with the flow and making things slow. Don't think you could handle anything else, to be quite honest. For you men as well, you may be about to meet, you know, your wife possibly, and again it will be slow. Now air element communication is here in reverse, so stop talking about the things that you don't like. You only get so much energy. Your days are numbered. One day you will die. You only get a certain amount of energy each day, each year, each month. If you was given a certain amount of money each day or each year or each month, would you spend it on things you don't like? No, you wouldn't. Why spend your energy on anything you don't enjoy? Don't do it to yourself. It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of money, okay? And you ain't no fool. This King of Pentacles, your inner child knows how the thing's set, basically. So, you know. So your inner child keeps trying to send you things that you enjoy. It's like trying to realign your focus. So move on in your mind from whatever situations didn't serve you. This is also not only talking things out loud. Don't talk to yourself about things you didn't enjoy. Don't replay memories in your head, because it ain't going to help you. Turn it round. Think about the things that you enjoyed. Wow, it felt so good getting that massage. Oh, I loved my date on Saturday. He was really cute, you know. We had really nice food and great conversation, and just replay the things that you want, because I feel like I said, your inner child is very seasoned in life, like in the game we call life. It knows how to you naturally know how to pull in and attract things, and because you're so good at it, you are pulling in and attracting situations that may or may not be serving you. So yeah, I see love coming your way, especially if you've been hesitant. So be mindful of what you're speaking, thinking, and even feeling. I'm unapologetic. Your inner child's message for you is, I'm unapologetic about what I desire, and trust that sorry, I couldn't even say it, okay? Again, there's something about communication here, but what's really funny is, remember what I've just said. So I've said all that. I do not look at these cards. I've just picked it up and kind of just started reading it now. I'm unapologetic about what I desire, and trust that what I focus on will grow. Some of you, this is talking about not just finances, but yes, but things that you can look at and they'll be there a year later, if that makes sense. A relationship that you can invest in, people that you can invest in, friends that you can invest in, friends, family, situations that make you feel good, that make you feel luxurious, make you feel Venetian in whatever way. And I feel like you really will be attracting that to yourself. So that is your reading, part number 2. Pile number 3, so we have the Milky Quartz. So this is an amplifier, but because it's obviously milky or a little bit murky, the things that get amplified may not be so clear, okay? I want to say making a bigger deal out of it than what it is for some of you. However that message resonates for you guys, let me know. So let's see, who is your inner child? Wait. It's up like that. Yeah. Who is your inner child? 7 of Raphael. Well, your inner child is very emotional. But there's many facets, as there is to everybody. But I feel like, you know, your inner child will display itself in many ways in your life. There's a part of you that's always very imaginative. Your mind may wander a lot or wander a lot, and you may be thinking of a lot of, you may think of a lot of different things and like long for, I don't know, adventure. I feel like fantasies, okay? This is somebody who fantasizes a lot. Not because you lack the ability to make a decision, even though the card says time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action, and need for detoxification. For some of you as well, this can sometimes symbolize addictions. So it could show that your inner child is struggling, or, you know, part of you, this inner child part of you, may be struggling with the realm and reality that you currently are living in or operating in. And this fantasizing behavior is your inner child trying to show you the possibilities of this is what it can be. But rather than actually taking action or believing, okay, believing, not even just taking action, believing in the action you take to get that goal, or believing that it is possible, you may be struggling a little bit with that. Yeah, see, Ace of Ariel. Your inner child is trying to show you that your dreams can definitely become a reality. You know, finances, good times, stable footing, these new opportunities that you want are definitely there for you. So it's your lucky day, new resources of money, time or support, a changing job or promotion. For some of you, again, I'm seeing the children card here. If what you want, your deep hope and wish is a child, it's there for you, it's possible, but you seem to believe that it's not for some reason, but your inner child knows for a fact it is. So when you keep having your little daydreams, or, oh, I don't know why I'm thinking like this, I just need to get back to reality, you need to make it reality by believing it. And even if you can't believe it, have faith. Just have faith that someone somewhere out there has your back, okay? They do. And this will make it a reality for you. So you are currently dealing with some sort of heartbreak, some sort of upset. This could be a falling out, this could be a third party situation that happened in a relationship with maybe a water sign man, or a man that was very up and down with his feelings, or this could have been you. If you're a male, you could be a water sign, very strong water sign energy here. There's also air and earth. Sorry about my phone, I don't know if I said that, but sorry about that, guys. Because I always see the King of Cups here. I'm not quite sure of what it is that he wants to do or what he wants to give. He's got his cup ready, but he ain't, I don't know if I should give it to you. So you guys may be a bit hesitant to get involved in certain situations for fear of heartbreak, okay? Now, this could be adoption for some of you. This could be a new relationship. This could be, you know, that dream relationship with that person that you've always wanted to be with, or whatever. But your advice is to release and surrender. We shower you with blessings of our radiant love. Open your arms and release the challenges that you've held tightly gripped within your hands. Open your hands, arms and heart to our love and assistance. Give it over. Now, What kind of love situations is your inner child bringing into your life? There may be a lack of children and more animals and more pets in your previous relationships. Again, for some of you, you may not be having children because your inner child is so misunderstood. And part one was just blatantly ignoring the inner child. You're not ignoring your inner child, you just don't even know it's there. You're like, what is this? Be realistic. You just don't understand that part of yourself, okay? And that part of yourself is the key to making this happen if you want to have a child and that hasn't happened for you. There may be attracting people that don't have children or people that do. So people that don't have children and you have children, and you know you're struggling to make it blend, you're struggling to bring these people around your kids, or people that have children and you don't have children and you really want a baby, okay? They're bringing you the opposite of what you currently have. And I feel that you're meant to learn from this situation. Your love life is being affected by children. So for some of you, for a lot of you, I feel this signifies that a child is on its way, especially if this is something that you want, because what's working for you is part of fortune increase. And 4 and 5, 4 is the 4th house, that's motherhood, that's Cancer, that's stability, that is literal pregnancy. If I'm looking for a pregnancy in someone's solar return, I'm looking to see the 4th and the 5th house. And then number 5 is actual children. So a pregnancy can be coming up for you very, very soon, okay? You just have to believe. Lastly, what is your inner child's message? Now this is in reverse. I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceiving this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. You're not alone. That's what I'm getting. It's like you feel like you have to do it all by yourself. If it's not physically in front of you, it won't be there, or I can't trust that, and I don't know. But that's your inner child's message for you, and that's what your inner child wants you to do. Again, I feel like a child's coming into your life, definitely. And I feel like any heartbreak or any disappointment that you went through, you are going to get over, okay? So release and surrender, and just allow the universe and infinite source to guide you and love you. And your inner child will be healed, released, and you'll be able to understand that part of yourself more. Your feelings are valid. You are okay to feel upset. You know, it doesn't make you a big baby. We're all big babies. We're all somebody's baby. Don't matter how big you are. Okay, so we are all big babies. But that is your reading, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.